landed in Rome. We have all day. It's like 9 a.m. We don't get to check into our Airbnb until like 3. So we're leaving the airport. We're gonna try to catch a train, then catch a bus, store our luggage, and then wander Rome.
And trying to figure this out on no sleep. It's like 2:30 Milwaukee time, a.m.
Yeah, so come along. Okay, we did it.
Good job.
Navigated the Italian transportation system like pros. We flew into Rome's airport that I won't pronounce.
FCO.
Yeah, and then we took a Train Italia, from the airport. Wait, I'm jet lagged as well, so bear with me.
We did Trenitalia from the airport to Trastevere, and then we had to take a bus from there closer to our Airbnb, but it was still a 15-minute walk from there. Dropped our luggage off, mentioned that before. We're going to this really cool Piazza Giancolo, which is elevated in the city, and apparently there's really good views of like the Pantheon and a lot of the cool landmarks in Rome. We just saw one of them. We're hoping to get a little higher. I would love to see the Coliseum from this vantage point. You
the
can
Vatican.
see, yeah, the Vatican too. In the distance, you can see these snow-capped mountains. It's amazing when we were flying in here how hilly and mountainous this region is. I
didn't expect that.
I knew there were mountains to the north, the Alps, but I didn't expect it to be so hilly just in Rome and in this general area.
It's also an absolutely beautiful day. It is mid-50s and sunny, and it's just so comfortable. We're so lucky because we know that December is generally a rainy season, so we're counting our blessings. I will also say in this Italian series, this is not a how-to, okay? This is just our vlog of our time in Italy. We have watched so many helpful YouTube videos preparing for our trip, and that's why we felt so comfortable knowing how to operate the train and the bus. I mean, there's a little bit of hesitation, right? But like, we felt pretty prepared. We can check into our Airbnb at 3. We're hoping for early check-in, but we're waiting for a message back. So they have luggage storage services, €12 for 2 bags and a backpack. Seems pretty fair. And he was a little bit of a local tour guide. He told us some cool places to go and let us use the bathroom. Also key. This is how the Larsons adventure, off the beaten path. Very much so.
Yeah, there was a perfectly fine road that took you straight there, but we saw a trail and the map looked like it connected, so we said, we're taking the trail.
I think we found the Vatican. Right there.
Ho detto è tutto quel che hai di me. Ho detto è tutto quello che io ho di te. Ora le tue labbra puoi spedirle.
We can't get in touch with our Airbnb hosts, so we've been standing here for 45 minutes, messaging them. We've been messaging them throughout the day, got really concerned when we didn't hear back. We have no check-in instructions, so we've been standing here for 45 minutes trying to find a new place to stay tonight.
And we have reservations at 4:30.
We have a food tour tonight.
It's 3:30, and we don't have a place to stay currently.
And I'm gonna pee my pants. And we're just tourists with all of our shiz.
Show behind you. There's literally a dinner table right behind. That's our life.
Thanks, nobody come today.
Okay.
So the Bellone grape gets the saltiness of the sea and a note of white peach. Can you taste that fruitiness? This is the emblem of the Vatican. Back in 18...
Thank you. Salute.
Good morning from day 2 in Italy. You can see we have a place to stay, so that all worked out last night. We'll fill you in on that at some point. Did a food tour last night, 4 hours walking through Trastevere, which is the town we're staying in. Awesome food tour. I think the company was Eating Europe. That was really fun. Met a lot of fun people, but check out this view outside of our Airbnb.
Good morning. It's our first full day in Italy, and we are up in Adam, going to the Coliseum for a tour. Just trying to get to our tour, and then you stumble upon ancient ruins. That's Rome. I've secured the goods.
Here we are in front of the Coliseum. Grabbed our cappuccinos and our cornetos. I had a pistachio one, so good.
I had plain, and it just tastes like a Krispy Kreme glazed donut, and it was heavenly.
I'm hoping that they're a little bit healthy, because,
Sure, keep telling yourself that.
well, that's my breakfast for the next 14 days. But anyways, we're doing a tour of the Coliseum. We got like special access tour to do the arena floor, and we're going through the what they call the gladiators entrance.
All roads still lead to Rome, States.
What do you think?
This is crazy. It's one of those things that you see like your whole life, Whether you're into history or not, I mean, this is incredible.
So we get this earpiece to listen to our guide. It's pretty nice. I had to take it out though, because right now we're on a 5-minute break and I keep hearing him talk, so I had to take it out of the ear. But
cool.
Check this out.
We're looking at is a very precious floor, and you have to imagine everything here.
To make sure I come back to Rome, this is necessary. And that I don't hit anybody in the face.
Okay, so fun fact about the Trevi Fountain that we learned at the Coliseum is all the marble you see, that was actually taken from the Coliseum itself. So what's left, well, at the Coliseum used to be all marble, but now it's just the brick that was beneath it, and some of that marble ended up here. Got my supli, eating a little lunch in, I don't know, the downtown area of Rome. We went to the Trevi Fountain, as you saw. Super busy, but the line moved quick. Now we're headed to the Pantheon. But these suplis are so good. It's like a fried ball of rice, cheese, and pasta sauce. It's absolutely delicious. What do you have?
A sandwich. We just needed takeaway because, sorry, I have my mouth full. I'm very hungry. We're in between tours. We're not doing an official tour of the Pantheon, but we need to be fed before we go do another walkabout. So here's to that. Next up, we're seeing the Pantheon. We had no idea how to get in. We didn't buy tickets ahead of time online, so we jumped in a random line, got lucky. However, it is cash payment only, so there's a lot of signage, but it's only up at like close to the line, so definitely check the signs first, or just plan to get lucky like we did.
Okay, we're gonna do what all the other tourists are doing, so just bear with us.
Look at that, actually, that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're done here.
Okay, I get why they do it. That was actually kind of cool. This is like our first legit sit-down Italian meal besides our food tour. I got the gnocchi. Ash got the cacio de pepe, which is looking unreal. We're digging in.
Hey, buongiorno.
That's pretty great.
Dunque, doppio. Vieni qui.
Give me some context.
This is the first Guinness I've ever had outside of the US. And it tastes better. And it looks better too.
Buongiorno.
Good morning. It is
Day 2.
morning 2.
Yes.
It's 7 a.m. Left the Airbnb and we are headed to the Vatican. It's a 35-minute walk. We've got tour tickets, or I guess just tickets.
To skip the line.
Yeah, because I mean apparently the line gets pretty long, so the recommendation is skip the line tickets.
However, you do still have to wait in the security line. You can't bypass that, but at least we get to skip one line.
Yeah, so we're going there. Check out the museum, the St. Peter's Basilica, Sistine Chapel. We downloaded audio guides from
The GOAT,
Rick Steves. So that should be good instead of paying for a tour guide. Pros and cons to both. You probably get a lot more out of a tour guide, but
We'll let you know how we like it.
yep. So we'll see you there. Just about made it. Stopped for a quick cafe un cornetto. Oh, gotta figure out where we're going. Yeah, so the way it works is you stop at these little coffee shops and you get bars, yeah. And you just get a quick shot of espresso, cappuccino, and a croissant, and you just basically chug it and leave. There's really no chilling and sipping on it. So we did that, and yeah, we're there.
We've made it inside the Vatican Museum. So as you saw, we waited in the line for our timed entry, and then we stood in the queue, then you go through security, and then you wait in another line, and then you enter the museum. So now Rick Steves is going to guide us through, and we'll see the Vatican Museum first. As soon as we walked out of the Sistine Chapel doors, I was like, I have to record. That was spectacular. And it's a bummer that we can't show you, but you can look it up.
The Rick Steves audio guide was perfect.
Yes.
Walked through a lot of the paintings and the story of it and everything. Highly recommend.
It's now 10 o'clock and we're gonna walk to St. Peter's Basilica. We just got back to our Airbnb from seeing the Vatican, well, I guess all of Vatican City. We saw the museums, we saw the Sistine Chapel, St. Peter's Basilica, the entire area. Ooh, grab our souvenir.
What is it?
So for the Jubilee, so for people who don't know, the Jubilee happens every 25 years. Please don't quote me on all of these facts. A special holy door is open that signifies your pilgrimage. So you can get a souvenir to commemorate your experience. So they have personalized certificates with your name on it.
And we need to buy new luggage just to get these home.
No, I'm kind of hoping it'll just lay flat in our carry-on, but enjoy this crisp document while we have it. We got to the Vatican Museum at 7:45 a.m. I think the museum's open at 8, so we got in right away when it opened. Cannot recommend that enough. I think being here in December, it was just quiet, more quiet overall, but when we left, the lines were really long, so it was definitely worth it. The museums were spectacular. The Sistine Chapel is just wow.
I think that was the best part.
I think so too. And I think the best part about that is there's no phones at all. There's no recording, there's no pictures, so everybody is just truly present and just taking it all in.
Well, I mean, you can have phones, but you just can't take pictures.
Because we had our audio guide, which I tried to either keep in my pocket or my purse so that we didn't get yelled at. But
and that was I know I mentioned it before, but that was really helpful because if
you
don't know the stories behind the paintings, you're just looking at art. And if you're not really into art, you could get in and out in 5 minutes. But we probably spent 30 minutes in there at least.
Yeah, and throughout our time today, the Rick Steves audio guide was sufficient for us. It was incredibly informative and kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, personally, I would recommend doing that over like a guide.
But that's so personal preference too. Some people want a guide because then you can ask questions too. So depending on what type of experience you want. I think we mentioned it this morning. We definitely mentioned it this morning. We walked from our Airbnb. So we're staying in Trastevere, and it was about...
Say it quick so you don't get it wrong. Don't pronounce it wrong.
That's what I did. And you have to use a hand gesture as well. And then it makes it okay. We walked from our Airbnb, and it was about
35 minutes.
It felt safe. It was an easy walk, very enjoyable, and you get to see everything along the way.
I'll just mention two things and we'll close it out because I got to eat this pizza. I'm starving. So the best thing about Rome, in my opinion, is there's so many little shops around here that serve, well, in our case, we got these little like flatbread things. It's so good. And then there's those souply things that I had yesterday, delicious, and it's just cheap, couple euros. The food here is amazing. They say it's amazing, and you're like, okay, how good can it be? It is that good. Even the tomatoes are good, and I hate tomatoes, but they're different here. They taste so different than the tomatoes in the States. So we're going to get down to eat this. We're going to take a little break today, and I'm not sure what we're doing tonight.
That's kind of been the routine, is we've done some sort of excursion in the morning, early in the morning. We come back, have a little lunch, take a nap, and then happy hour and dinner. So this is what we got going on. Time for Aperitivo. Best ever?
I inhaled the cocoa.
Oh.
Good morning.
Buongiorno.
Yeah, I guess we should say that. Morning 3 in Rome. It's travel day. We're leaving Rome, going to Florence.
Firenze.
She's my interpreter. But first, we're gonna go grab a quick cafe in Corneto, just around the block here. So we're gonna go out there and then come back, pack, and hit the train.
Cappuccino e caffè. Tanta roba. Io ho i parenti a Cerignola, come tempo fa, con mia madre, sono andati con la macchina ad andare.
So, we're already back at the Airbnb. That was really quick. It was probably a 10-minute breakfast.
But that's the culture.
Yeah, you just go up there, you order, you eat at the bar. You don't linger. And usually it's a cafe and a croissant or something sweet, which I love. Not so much her thing. But hey, one in Rome, right? Okay, so Airbnb situation. I don't know how well we explained it before, but I wanted to recap what happened now that we have, I guess, more clarity on it. So we arrived to Rome on Friday. We got in, plane landed at 8:30. We got to Trastevere at, call it 10. We don't check in until 3, so we're like, okay, fine. We're just gonna go store the luggage, bounce around for a few hours. We messaged the Airbnb host asking if we could check in early, just to see if, we could not have to store our luggage. So meanwhile, we're still checking Airbnb, seeing if she would reply. Hasn't replied, and we can see she hasn't even read the message. So now it's probably about 1 o'clock, and we're getting concerned. She hasn't read the message. We don't have any check-in instructions, and per her message when we booked it, she said she would send us the instructions ahead of time. Well, here we are, 2 hours before check-in, no instructions. So now we get closer to the check-in time. Maybe it's 2, we go pick up our bags and we go to the Airbnb. We message her a couple more times just saying, hey, we haven't heard from you, looking for the instructions, nothing. So now we're at the Airbnb. It is 3 o'clock on the dot. We're looking at the door, can't get in, no keys, nothing. Still no messaging. We had a food tour booked at 5 p.m. We had to be there at 4:45. We still had our plain clothes on, needed to change. So now it's crunch time. We don't have a place to stay. We didn't want to miss this tour. We spent a lot of money on it. So now Ashley's trying to message and call. I'm looking up other Airbnbs. Long story short, we found another Airbnb. The guy had to pull some strings to get his cleaners in here. Luckily, this place was right down the road from our other Airbnb. We get there, the cleaners show up, we walk in, place was not dirty, but it wasn't cleaned. We change our clothes quickly and we store our luggage in the new Airbnb while the cleaners clean. We had a great time at the tour, came back, everything worked out. So Airbnb tried to contact the host because we requested a full refund. Airbnb was able to give us a full refund because they also couldn't get a hold of the host. The next day, that host did reach out apologizing. So what happened is her husband was in a car accident and she was in the hospital with him all night. So, it's a tough situation, but luckily it all worked out in the end. We got a full refund from the last place. This Airbnb was actually a little cheaper. So yeah, it all worked out in the end, but man, was that stressful after not sleeping for 24 hours, flying here from the States, and then having crunch time with no place to stay. Crazy. So we're gonna give you a really quick tour. We need to leave in 3 minutes to go catch our bus to get to the train station, but let's have Ash walk you around this place.
Welcome to our first Airbnb in Rome. So nothing fancy, but it suited our needs perfectly. So you walk in and you're in the kitchen, and then you walk a little bit further and you're in the living room. Continue to follow me this way, really nice flow. The Italians and Europeans really know what they're doing. Welcome to the bathroom. The bathroom's been a very interesting situation because you'll notice that we have a bathtub and no shower head. So you're working with this little shower hose situation. Just fine. It's all about the experience. You have a cute little view at the bathroom window. Here you have the toilet with a very strange bidet situation that we did not experience that. Come with me to the bedroom. Comfy bed. I don't know if this is like full, a queen. I would say a queen. Firm, as European beds are. AC and heat, so that was really comfy. All sorts of storage so we could spread out because we were here for 3 nights, so it was nice to get comfy. Now let me take you the other way to the kitchen. These windows are so cool, so they can tilt out like this, and it's just based on how you turn the handle. So it's tilted, go that way, and now this way, this way. It swings open. How cool is that? And just like that, you're in the kitchen, which has everything you need and things that we didn't even use. So microwave, sink, coffee, which was wonderful so we could have a coffee here and then go out and have another coffee. There is a washer, but it says out of order, so that would have been kind of nice to throw in some clothes. Look at this. I just love how they design all this. Mini fridge, dishwasher, how cute. And that's the tour. And now we gotta go catch our bus. A 3-night stay is just long enough to give my muscles a break from all these stairs. That's a wrap on our time in Rome. We had so much fun. This was like the best place to start our Italian vacation. But now it's time to go to Florence.